Acknowledging the historical inequity associated with housing instability, on one hand, and the reality of limited affordable housing on the other. What is your plan for housing, and how do you consider and balance both the needs and history of our most vulnerable residents, but also those who are struggling to make their rent and ends meet?
So the homelessness response system, as I talked about, is in fact broken, because what it does currently is it puts people on waiting lists that says only the longer that you've been on the street, only then do you get access to housing. And so this doesn't make sense for the human being, right? This is an unjust system, right, that actually says we're going to have you languish on the streets for years before you can get access to the housing resources that you so desperately need. While also for the taxpayer, it doesn't make any sense, because we essentially intervene when people are at their most expensive, instead of intervening early, before people have PTSD and just accumulate addiction from living on the street. That's the first thing. So I'm running actually on a way to break this current model that actually takes people off the street quickly and says, we're actually, and this is what they did in Houston, where they actually, really brought down the homelessness system, where we convinced landlords to say, hey, there's a set of folks that actually, please take them off the street. We've got a lot of vacant units here in Oakland, line them up with jobs, also clean up streets, fill the potholes, plant trees, do the things that we need to do here in Oakland anyways. The other thing too is there's a subset of folks that really do need transitional housing, intensive mental health supports. We also have a 31% office vacancy rate here in Oakland. I think we need to look at converting those to possible transitional shelter for folks. This is the way to do it. I will say too that there's an effort out in Jack London Inn Square that is causing some controversy. This to me is an example of how we are not able to build the shelter bed capacity, because ultimately no community is going to openly embrace putting a shelter in their neighborhood, but it is absolutely what we need to do in order to house people at the end of the day here in Oakland. That doesn't give me much time to talk about just general housing policy, but I wanted to just use the time to really emphasize the brokenness of the homelessness response system. Thank you.